Gather round, adventurers bold in the realms unfold. The podcast of heroes, a quest divine, where imagination takes flight. Let's combine. Roll the dice, let the story begin. Monsters and magic, the battles within. From dragons to dungeons, a thrilling ride. Action Surge podcast where legends collide. Action Surge, it's time to embark on a podcast journey where dungeons fall. Venture forth with warriors true in the world of D&D. We welcome you. Action Surge, it's time to embark on a podcast journey where dungeons fall. Venture forth with warriors true in the world of D&D. We welcome you.
Your laptop is like when you sit down, it appears, and then when you stand up, it's gone again. That's where your laptop is.
I wish I had one of those magical laptops.
Oh.
Apparently, DM Brian is being played by the part of John today.
Yay!
We'll fix it if I can. If I can figure it out. What the heck? No, that's not gonna work. Okay, where's this one at? That one? And that one. And that one? Aha!
DM Brian gives
Don't finish that sentence.
Dang.
Here's another one. There you go.
says that Gavor finds some hallucinogenic underwater mushrooms.
Makes them see the truth.
Hallucinogenic underwater mushrooms.
Oh, I like that.
Makes them see the
What?
truth.
What?
Luther has Lutheritis.
Thank you.
Must type out whatever he wants to say.
All right, we're gonna
Nice and
put
cold.
Luther is in Gavor's spot, so we're gonna put Luther back in his place.
Hey, Shay.
Yeah.
Today's Brian's birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Yeah, on the count of 3, 2, 1. Happy birthday, Brian. Happy birthday. Take that.
Take that. All right. Oh,
What was
that's not
up with
Gavor.
your message yesterday, Gavor?
He's like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Fun sized?
Yeah, you're fun size.
Fun sized?
I'm gonna kick you in your
I'm
chin.
just saying you're
Small?
fun.
Yeah, he's saying you're small.
No, I'm just saying she's the right.
Yesterday
fun
was my
size.
birthday, and I'm
You're
34.
tiny. You're tiny and small like a pea pod pixie.
You fit in the bucket.
You fit in
It's
someone's
okay.
pocket.
You pull her
you
out
up and put in
anytime.
your bucket.
You're teeny tiny and small like a pea pod pixie, I say. All right.
Pixies are pretty
where's
dangerous
this? Oh, let's add
if left unchecked.
if left unchecked.
Or any fae.
Like the male. Wait. No.
Yeah,
I got
yeah.
the movie
If
Wicked.
you leave your mail unchecked, it can be
I
dangerous.
can't.
That's what I hear.
That's true.
All right, DM Brian, you got to go over to the Garnet position.
Okay. Shh. Did you
Hey,
hear that
Shay.
power? Did you hear how much it took to move me?
A train.
All that power? It took a whole train to move me out of the DM position.
All right.
Oh,
That's a
on our watch
sound
ago,
of
we're
a
at
man
18%.
working on a chain. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. What's that? Stop it. Stop it.
I got the movie Wicked, Shay.
Okay, I watched it yet.
What? You broke up.
I think she said, have you watched it yet?
Yeah?
Loved it.
Ah!
Have you seen the trailer for the second part yet?
Yep.
So excited for that.
Wait a minute. It's not the whole
Can't wait to
movie?
see it.
No, it's part one.
Oh, you tricky
No, it's part 2
bassages.
that we're waiting for.
You tricky bassages. See
Yeah.
here, I thought I was getting a whole movie.
No.
Sorry to bug you again with this, Brian, but can you send me a new link to Grim Harvest?
A new link? Yeah, I can. 1 second.
You can actually, if you go on there, you can look at older. When you look at all your games on Roll20.
Yeah, it'll say view all games at the bottom once you scroll down.
Yeah. And you'll find it there that way.
Zach, say tomato.
Tomato.
People have tried explaining this to me before, but I could never find it. I'd feel more comfortable if he just sent me the link on Discord.
That works too.
I don't know. I watch way too much of that.
I know.
All right.
I keep on hearing little TikToks over here.
I'm going to send you a link. Momento. There you go. There's a link. It's all for you. That should get you in there.
So how's everyone been since I last saw them?
Good. I had my
Midland.
Busy?
yesterday.
Fair to Midland.
Guess what, Ashley?
What?
I got an electric guitar now.
Oops.
That's good.
Start shredding those licks up.
Do you know how to play
Yeah.
guitar?
No, but I found some good YouTube videos to learn.
Yep. Yeah,
That's
there's
good.
lots of good videos on there. To teach guitar. I just got an acoustic guitar recently.
25.
I have an electric guitar already somewhere.
They tried to open it.
Oh my goodness. So off kilter.
So excited.
I'm so
I don't know what I'm gonna
excited.
buy for $25.
I just
On
can't
Amazon.
buy it.
Mhm.
Ta-da! Okay, when last we left you, you guys were in the hag's lair, the sea witch's lair. The lair
Sea-
of the sea witch.
And what did we do with me while I was gone?
Do what? What did we do with
Like,
you?
where am I? What did we do with me while I was gone?
I believe you're on the Nautiloid ship thingy. Not the Nautiloid. The what is the Nereid. The Nereid is the name of the ship. It's kind of like a Captain Nemo Nautilus type of thing.
Oh my gosh, don't stop.
But you could easily be here.
Put her near me.
Hang on 1 second.
Can't hear him.
No, me either.
Okay, sorry about that.
Getting birthday calls?
Something like that. Oh boy. Good gracious.
I know how you feel. I did it yesterday.
Well, this is my first one, so. But you know,
Oh, did I miss wishing you happy birthday yesterday?
it's nobody
Yeah.
nobody has to worry about calling me until it's time that I'm doing something important or quasi
Oh,
important.
yeah.
You know, that's how that goes. It's like,
Yeah.
you had 364 other days to call me too. Just you know,
Mhm.
just case in point. Anyway,
Birthday.
all right, I gotta look at something here. Oh my goodness. Okay, whatever. What the flip? Oh, wait, okay, I see what's going on here. All right. And I was trying to open a thing here. Okay. Basically, Kaya gets up to speed by them teaching her how to do like underwater combat, if she needs to. Um, and
Oh my.
and yeah, so and then she is sent to join everybody else basically. Hold on one second here. Why is this doing? There we go. Single page view. There you go. I have to jump down to the page
Oh,
that we're
shame.
on. And where is Kaya? Kaya. Is it Kaya or Kaya? Kaya, right?
Kaya.
Kaya. Okay.
Oh gosh, no.
Oh, I guess probably if I looked her up by her name, that would help. There it is. Okay. So, you find your way to the upper level of the Sea Witch's lair, where Tharjas kind of, well, no, actually, it would be over here where Garnet and Sebastian
Sebastian.
are hanging out by the stairs, kind of. Make sure you got vision here.
Oh, welcome back, Sleepy.
Is it, wait, it's 120 for Drow, right? Yeah. There we go. And you know you're looking for people that are that have been captured by the Sea Witch or been held, held at least held as like basically like held like prisoners, used as menial labor, that kind of thing.
Mhm.
And you guys were looking around. Basically had Luther going last, I think, but I don't know if Luther actually went. Let me look
I
here.
don't think he did.
Nope. Okay, so Luther. Luther, you're going to be up first, and you were down, and you opened a door, and you saw some Sahuagin in there. And give Luther a chance to respond. His microphone is not working, so he will be typing in probably whatever he's going to do. Let me see if I can also give you a little description of that room.
Everything's frozen. He needs to rejoin.
Everything is frozen. He needs to rejoin. Okay. So,
I need
basically,
to do it
what?
to get myself added to the turn order.
Yeah. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna click on your token and then roll initiative off your sheet. There you go. And we'll just move you up right next to Garnet. Get the same initiative. When Luther comes in, he sees the Sahuag, and it's basically what looks like what was once a priest vestry. It now seems to serve as a sort of barracks. You can see at least 2 Sahuagin from where you're at. You have about half cover where you're at.
Luther sees fish people.
Yep. Very fishy people.
Yes. Sorry, fun.
Fish people,
I got.
amphibiosos. Look, we can hear Luther. It's a miracle.
Yay!
Yay!
The Lords of
Yay!
Sound have blessed us with Luther's voice.
We are
Oh,
blessed
we're
to hear
gonna-
Luther's voice.
Mercy.
You're gonna say mercy?
I said Valkyrie has decided to give me mercy today.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Luthergitis is over.
Valkyrie hopes that you show none of the fish people mercy. Plus,
No
Luther,
mercy.
So you said.
plus Luther
said
might love fish, you know, as far as to eat. But
Yeah, Luther likes to eat a little too much. You said the fish people will be south of me, or
they're east of you through that door. So if you go like this, beep, 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 you can see one of them. If you go like this, you can see 2 of them.
What's it?
And then you go like this, and you go back for half cover.
and then you see a foot. You see a fish foot.
You know what?
Fish by the foot.
Yep, but we can
It's like
we
fruit
can
by the
always
foot, only
hook them
different.
out and drag them out.
Rejected
Throw 'em in the
fruit
kill
roll-up
zone.
Flavors.
So what is Luther gonna do?
Uh,
I mean,
first,
he could close
Luther-
the door back up, I suppose. I don't think that door was. That door was supposed to be closed. I can't remember.
That was open.
Yeah, I seen it was open, but I think it was supposed to be closed.
yeah, I think I opened the one south of Luther, and then oh yeah, whenever I open the south one, it opens this one too. Yeah, check this out. See, south, they both open. South, they both open.
No, they're both open now. They're both open now. When that one was closed,
And then I'll just manually close that one because
close
I
the
remember
south.
now, Luther was-
Close the south one, and then open the south one. Yeah, see, it's not opening on my screen.
yeah,
It's
but
open on my
let's see,
screen. I'm shutting
Yeah.
it.
I open the
No,
south
I'm
one.
saying the
No,
one
but-
on the east
I know,
was not opening when you were opening the south one.
I know, but for me now,
Oh, my feet are cold.
open, shut,
What?
open, shut.
Yeah, it's not doing anything on mine.
Okay. Well, on mine it's showing both doors opening whenever I hit the south door icon.
Yeah, that's weird. Okay. All right. So, are you opening both doors, or was that
No.
just an accident of? Okay. So, which one are
Yeah,
you opening?
last session I was trying to head south.
Okay. Sorry. All right. Well, then I guess you don't
No,
see
no.
any fish people.
No, Luther sees nothing. He wants
You
to go
see,
chop
you
down
see a
some
room.
trees.
You see a room filled with kelp and other sea growths. It's basically about it. You can see maybe a few bones scattered about in that room to the south.
Now, do you suppose Luther will have the wherewithal to keep his recollection about avoiding the first garden on the entry in here?
Do I know?
Do you suppose Luther would remember to keep that information handy from the entry troubles we had?
I'm not understanding what you're asking me.
Okay.
What
You said there's
information?
bones and there's. Okay. When we first came up, Luther did like a history or nature check or something.
Uh huh.
Uh, and the danger kelp that comes out and strangle people.
Oh, you mean the strangle vines, the assassin vines, or whatever they were. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
Um.
saying, do you think Luther would have kept that information in pocket? Be like,
Yeah, he would still know
uh,
that. He would still know that. But yeah, this doesn't look like that.
okay,
It's just it does look like vegetation, and there is some kelp and stuff in there, but it doesn't look like anything special.
okay. Whew, sorry. Uh, I would. I'd like my two brain cells to function, please.
All
This
right.
is a
Well,
holiday, not Luther.
while Luther decides what he's going to do about that room and such, we'll go on to Gavor. And Gavor, it looks like you're still coming upstairs from downstairs, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're at the top of the stairs, and you see a door to your south, a door to your west. You can hear Garnet and Sebastian kind of over off of the stairs to your east, and you can guess that probably well, you probably might guess that Kay is coming up there too, but you wouldn't know that for sure because Kay is really quiet, unless she's not. She's quiet when she wants to be. Let's put it that way. And you know Tharja's already been up the stairs, and you see it. You see that she is like nowhere to be seen.
I better stay with keep an eye on these three at least. I was trying to go right next to the door,
There's a door to
not
your
in front
south.
of it.
There's a door to your south, and there's a door to your west.
I would want to be just on. I want to be on. There we go. Right there.
Yeah, if you want to move yourself to where you're like in between squares, then you hold the Alt key. And
Huh.
Well, I'm gonna park right here so I can keep an eye on them.
okay, you notice
Them.
then you can notice the door to your north, like a set of double doors, and then you see Tharja by another set of stairs in there.
It's, does it look like Dodger's heading back towards us?
Yeah.
It, it, it looks like she would probably be looking around. You can see from
Well-
your angle that there's a big library in there.
Okay. That means she's relatively safe there, unless there's a library monster, which I'd never heard of.
You've never heard of a book golem before?
I know. I'll be there ready to react in case there's any hostile things that pop up. I could use my Eldritch Blast to pull them closer to Sebastian or Garnet, or push them away. So basically, I'll move the enemies into position to where the fighters in our nice meat grinders don't have to go very far. I pull the blade to them. So yeah, that's all I'll be doing for right now. I'll be there waiting, keeping an eye out.
All right. Um. All right. So then, Garnet, you see a door directly to your south and a door to your east and south. And it looks like you can see what looks like the tip of another staircase that you assume heads back downstairs also. To your east. You're muted, John.
I'll take a listen at the door that I'm at.
The door that you're at.
Yep.
Let's see. You don't hear anything. Other than like flowing water. Like the sound of water. Like since you've heard
Right.
like this whole time, but
All right, then I'll check for traps and see if the door and try to see if I can get the door open.
Okay. The door seems to be unlocked. Go ahead and roll me that perception check or investigation check for traps. All right, you don't see any traps.
All right, then I will open the door.
All right. Can you open it? Excuse me. Can you open it? Yep, there we go. Okay.
Yeah.
Inside, it looks like a bed chamber, basically. There are essentially not a whole lot in there, except for you do see like an open wardrobe, which you can see what looks like diving suits, similar diving suits to the ones on the Nereid.
Okay.
And those diving suits are in this wardrobe. And I take that back. They're not in a wardrobe. They're just laying on the floor. And you also see what appears to be a nice sword with them.
Oh, I will go in there and check that stuff out.
Okay. The blade, though you can tell it's metal, seems to almost flow like water.
Yeah, I will pick that up.
Okay, you pick it up. It is a on the elemental plane of water. It's a +1 longsword.
Okay. I will
And it does
hold
nothing
that.
different than being a +1 longsword.
I'll hold that and see if anybody can use it. I'm a finesse weapon user myself.
On the prime material plane, it is a +3 longsword.
Nice.
That does an additional 1d4 cold damage. Alright, Kea, when you come up the stairs, you see Garnet quickly duck into a room. Sebastian is kind of sniffing about the hall. The steel defender. And you see Gavor looking around, looking northward and kind of watching over Sebastian and the steps.
Has anyone gotten hurt at all in my absence?
Nope. It appears that they've just got here, and you've probably just arrived shortly after them.
Do we have enough
She
light
did
here?
pass by the bodies.
She did miss one fight, but that was like
Yeah.
Yeah, where they got scared to death.
I don't think anybody was hurt though.
Those
were
bodies
they?
are there.
I don't think anybody was hurt though, right?
No.
None of you guys. No. Yeah. Is there
Well,
enough
I
light?
was a little bit, but
There isn't a lot of light. It's pretty dark because you're in the bottom of like a deep dark underground cave, but you all have like dark vision except for Sebastian and maybe Luther. No, Luther has dark vision.
yes, Luther does.
Goodbye.
Luther's a little too
So
handy.
it's
they
dim
told-
here. It's dim here to all of you, but you could cast a light spell if you wanted to and make it brighter.
Okay.
If a light spell is brighter, what's a heavy spell? Darker?
Yes.
Sebastian has dark vision.
okay.
Are you gonna cast light?
I don't know what else I can do to help at the moment, so
Well, you could
or
look around
just-
and explore if you wanted to, but that's
Mhm.
do this. Do that.
Luther's tired. You can give him a big back, right?
There we go. All right. So you're gonna kind of just hang out by the stairs, though, for now.
yeah, until someone needs my help, I guess.
Okay. All right. Okay, Tharja. You are in this room where there's a big semicircle bookcase. This here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Basically, this right here is a big semicircle bookcase. Like, probably goes. It could actually go under the stairs, but it's probably something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, so, it looks like it once held a wealth of knowledge. Most of it's just rotted remnants of books and tomes. A long study table stands at the center of the room, and to the east is a winding stairway leading upward.
I'll tell Gavor. I'll come out at least and tell Gavor there's a winding stairs.
Oh, okay.
There's stairs over here. And I'll stay there.
It's always been one of those strange questions to me.
Yeah.
That when you're doing a D&D thing, like when you're doing like a description of a room, somebody says, "Do the stairs go up or down?" And technically, all stairs go up and down. If they don't go up and down, there's a problem.
Here's a question:
If
is
your
it
stairs only go one way, that could be a bad thing. But yeah, so they go up from here though. Anyway.
Yep.
All right, Luther, do you know what you're doing yet?
Yes, Luther's gonna use his shoot. Luther's gonna use a parachute and jump out a window. I'm just kidding.
Whee!
Whee! Ow!
He jumps out a window and floats in place.
Out of the water.
Swims out a window.
Swims back into the window.
So is that the window? In the window.
His chute doesn't come open because the water doesn't provide enough heft or whatever. I don't know. There is a door back to your south and west, and you can check the door to the east if you'd like. But you already know what's in the door of the east through a small problem.
Yeah, I'm trying to pretend that I don't.
I mean, what could be there, man?
Luther would like to do
I'm
uh,
strategically placed.
see if he can do a nature check to check this room that's south of him.
Okay. You're pretty sure that it's just kelp.
Mmm.
Kelp burgers. Kelp. A kelp
And
shake.
now you are none the wiser on whether it is kelp or not.
That's par for Luther. He's like, it looks like seaweed. Okay.
You are
And
now
he's kind of
more convinced than ever that it could or could not be kelp.
Yeah.
and with that, Luther's like, it's just kelp. Shuts the door.
What happened to the door? Oh wow.
You took the door away.
The door disappeared when it got closed. That's so weird.
Forever.
Luther just turns to the others, goes, it's just a room full of kelp. And they're like,
I think he's saying
come
Luther feels kelpless.
I try to be very kelpful.
You shut the door and took it away. Luther, you crushed that door.
It's a very barbarian thing to do. Just get rid of the door altogether.
No doors. Just the
Luther
halls.
intimidates the door.
And the doors open.
No, he intimidated it. Gone. He said, "We don't want your kelp.
The door went yah, 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 yah.
We don't need your kelp."
All right, if this thing will populate here.
Populate.
All right, so end of the round. Gavor, you're gonna start off the next round, I think. But I'm waiting on something. Hold on one second. It's taking forever. I think it's because I popped it up outside of the roll 20. Oh, why are we off kilter? All off camera again. What the hell? It just happened. Somebody started roll 20 activity. I see. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I had to reset everything.
Okay. Let me do a. See if I can I make that go away on my screen? Yeah.
While you do that, I have to go get emergency coffee. I'll be right back. I'm still listening through mobile.
Emergency coffee.
Okay. I already have that one. Checked. Okay. Well, you know what? We're gonna do a BRB while I reset the cameras.
Okay.
Okay.
BRB.
I
right,
made
we're trying
Evan
to
try
behave.
to get a job.
You what?
I was joking. I said, I'm trying to get a job. He said,
Okay,
thing
now
not
this thing
working.
ain't working at all. Yep. No, it's not. It's the stupid thing.
I was going to play you Happy Birthday on my harmonica and make you a balloon animal, but it seems like now it's a bad time.
All right. Poor Robbie. I think he's lost his mind. All right. So we're back at Gabor, anyways. Trying to see if I can get these guys to pop up in here and make their character sheet work. There we go. Jeez, about time. Okay, before we go with Gabor, I wanted to roll these guys here.
Hey Brian, what's the color you like?
What's a color I like?
Yeah.
Purple. And if you consider
For a
black,
second, I think you say purple.
if you consider black a color, then black is my favorite color. But black isn't truly a color; it's the presence of all color, or the absence of color, depending on how you look at it.
Can I get you to pick another color that's not purple or black?
Red.
Or it's a color
Okay.
that we cannot
I can
really
work on red.
perceive quite yet.
There's a reason that the Action Surge logo is black and red and white, because the Dark Elf Designs logo is also black and red and white, and because the red and white is also like D&D related, like with the current like covers of the 5e books.
Mm.
All right, so Gabor, one of these guys got mixed in right after you, so you're up, Gabor.
I go to listen by the door, right, right below me. I'll
I
take a
am not
listen,
gonna
see if I
below you, sir. Okay, no, go ahead.
No, that's someone else's job.
I thought he said right below me. Anyway, okay.
Uh, Basically, I'm gonna check see if that door's locked or unlocked.
Okay, the one that's right down south and to your slight west there.
Yeah.
Um, you don't notice anything. You don't hear anything.
Okay, I'll open it up quietly.
Zach's making a balloon animal. Okay, can you open it, James? Like, can you click on it?
I'm trying to figure out
You should
how
be
to
able to
do
click
that.
on. I was gonna say you should be able to click on it, and it should be able to like tell you that it'll be that you can open it possibly. Oh, it opened for a second there. There you go. Okay, in that room, it looks like various sorts of rubble piled around the room.
Okay.
Um, you don't see a whole lot in there. It looks like it might have once been a bedchamber.
Okay.
Um, are you going to go into the room at all, or
I'll go just inside.
okay? Well, once you go inside there, make me a perception check. you said you were looking around. So
Yeah.
was that your perception check? The 16? Okay, I was,
That was
that was the old one,
earlier.
right? Yeah, that was the
Yep.
listening one.
Here's the new one. 17.
Okay, 17. Okay. Over in the corner, like over this way, in some of the rubble, you see a small black, like spot that kind of catches your attention. It's a little bit like darker than the rest of the thing, but it's got a purple tinge to it too.
Hmm. I'll cautiously walk over and pick it up.
Okay, 1 second here. Okay. Okay. You pick it up, and it's very pokey. Um. Make a con save.
Okay.
It's only going to be DC 10. Oh.
Is
Got
it poison?
inspiration? Oh yeah, you're immune to poison, right?
No, I have advantage. I do
Advantage,
believe.
Okay, so that'll give
Let
you
me
13
double
then.
check.
Who's that? Dwarven resilience.
Yep.
Goodness. Yep, dwarven resilience. There we go. Okay, so yeah, so it doesn't affect you because you got a 13 on the advantage. But you can tell it is a sea urchin. It is slightly poisonous.
Huh.
As you're, holding on to it, you can tell that even though it's not very heavy, you can tell it's probably a little heavier than it's supposed to be.
Hmm. And this is a live creature?
Yeah, it's a sea urchin.
Oh. Hmm. Sea urchin might come in handy sometime.
It'll probably die if you take it out of water.
Oh, well, we're in water, so.
Yeah. So in water, it'll be fine. Like while you're under the
Basically
water, it'll be fine. But I
stretch
mean,
your
if you take
foot.
it back onto the nearid, the nearid's dry.
I'll go ahead and just put the trigger back down, and give it a yeah, I'll put the critter back down and go back out towards the door and wait in case I'm needed.
Okay.
Luther walks over there, grabs the sea urchin, just scratches his ass with it, and puts it back down.
Yeah.
You don't know about the sea urchin. Shut up.
I know, but I'm going.
Quit cheating,
Make
Luther.
the
Quit
jokes
cheating.
at him.
Anyway, okay. All right. Okay. As Luther is waiting in the end there, like you had just come out of the one room, you notice the door open behind you, and a Sahuagin attacks you with a spear.
Am I looking at it or am I looking away?
It's at advantage anyways, but I would say you're probably not looking at it, but you're kind of like I would think you're kind of still looking toward the door on the bottom, so you can clearly see it. So like as soon as it comes out, then you're probably looking at it. You know what I'm saying? Like your back's probably against the north wall, kind of.
Oh, okay. So I'm right here, and then it just tries to poke me from the side. I'm like,
You're like, what the heck? Yeah.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
So
and it does not hit you when it tries to attack you with the spear. But then it lunges at you and tries to bite you, and it misses again.
Luther,
And
I think it thinks you're lunch.
it tries to push past you. Are you going to contest it?
Yes. Luther wants to grapple the fish.
Well, you'll have to contest it trying to push past you first. So just make
Okay.
a strength acrobatics check, or strength athletics acrobatics, strength athletics check.
Okay.
And you only have to beat a 13 because it's apparently that's all this Sahuagin can roll is a 13 or a 14.
Nope.
An 11 maybe. Okay. Okay, so you didn't. So
Apparently,
it does push past you. Um, and it. Okay, hang on one second. Why is it doing this?
it's a slippery fish. What do you want?
Yep. Okay, so it moves up to about here, and then Kea, you see this fish-like creature coming down the hall towards Sebastian, and it looks like an angry fish-type creature, and it's muttering something in some kind of archaic tongue. It's like.
I'll get you, He-Man.
That's merman.
okay, I'm gonna shoot my moonfire comment at it.
Okay.
Haven't had much luck with that one, but maybe this will be the lucky one.
15. That will hit it. All right, so go mouse over where it says Moonfire Comet in the chat log there. There you go. So it takes 7 cold damage, and you can hear it scream, and then Luther, you hear a bunch more commotion coming from the door next to you. You can only assume that there's more of these fishmen in there. Kaya, do you have anything else that you can do in that round? I believe that was your action. Do you have any bonus actions that you can do?
I don't know.
Oh wait, that was your bonus action, wasn't it? Let me see. Let me look at your.
Well, I didn't do anything else besides it.
Well, yeah, but so everything that you have takes an action, a bonus action, or a reaction, basically, except for movement. Where's the Moonfire Comet at on your?
Where all my spells and weapons are?
Yeah, I'm trying to find out where the description for that is, though. Is it one of your channel divinities, maybe?
I don't know. You guys are supposed to be the ones who know all that stuff. I'm a newbie here.
Yeah, well, you're supposed to know your own character. Yeah, well, that's like the like reading the character sheet. Hang on, I'll find it. So, the channel divinity Elistray dance is what the thing is. So hang on one second. Nope, that's not it. I'm trying to find out where the because there's a thing in there where it tells you how you can do your Moonfire Comet thing. Somewhere. So as the DM, I set the story, but as the player, you kind of got to learn your character. So that's the important part for you. Hang on one second.
Yeah, the DM cooks the meal. You still got to get up and serve yourself.
Okay.
It's like you gotta know yourself.
Okay, hold on. Starting 6th level, you may imbue a weapon that is effective with sword dance to illustrate magic. Until the end of your turn, you get to roll a d4 to add the number rolled to attack rolls that you make. Okay, I think maybe the Moonfire Comet might be under one of your spells that on the back where it's... Nope, I guess not. Illustrates Moonfire? Maybe? Yeah, maybe under that. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, so as an action, you can turn the globe into a small comet. Okay, so that is an action. So you still have bonus actions if there's a bonus action that you have. Since you're new, what would be a good bonus action would be... let's check your spells list because there might be something in there. Healing Word is a bonus action, but nobody really needs healed at this point, per se. Speaking of hope, a bonus action? No, it's an action. Illustrates Moonfire's your cantrip. Okay, Spell Song. Let's see. Okay, so you could cast Spell Song. It is a 4th level spell, but you could begin your dance that using a 4th level spell slot as a bonus action. Your song inspires a number of creatures up to your charisma modifier that can hear you. They can add your charisma modifier to all their saving throws against charmed and frightened conditions. So you could do that, but there's not necessarily a super need for that. Yeah, so the only thing I can think of is that you could just move if you wanted to, or you could stay on the steps where you're at too. It might be a safer place to be on the steps and then go back down them if something came at you, rather than go up the steps, or you could kind of go up and around this corner. But other than that,
I'll just stay where I am.
what was that?
I'll just stay where I am.
Okay, all right. All right, so Garnet.
Okay, I will come out of the room.
You did hear some commotion out in the hallway, and you've seen a bright flash of blue-white light emanate from one of Kaya's blades.
Oops, not that far out. Into the hallway. Out of the doorway, maybe.
What are you doing?
So I'm trying to get out of the hallway. I think I'm stuck in the doorway. No, there I go.
I moved you.
Okay. And
Remember,
I will.
you can also move your guys with arrow keys if you need to.
Oh yeah, that's right. Arrow keys. Okay. I'll take a shot at the Sahagin. Does a 13 hit?
Yep. Oh, you know what? Luther, I didn't give you an opportunity attack either. So when he ran past you, when he pushed past you, you should have been able to make an opportunity attack.
That's on me. I should have asked.
So go ahead and make a opportunity attack, because if you were just do an axe attack or something like that though, because I know you were wanting to grapple him, so you could try that, but
Okay.
all right, 14.
How would you like? How would you like me to roll for it?
Roll a. Are you gonna do the grapple? Is that what you wanted to do?
Yeah.
All right, do a strength acrobatics again, or strength. Why do I keep saying acrobatics? Strength athletics check again. All right. Okay. So you grapple him. So he is not like he doesn't get any farther than there. You know, like up than there.
So that means he's restrained, right?
Yep. And then you
So
hit
that's
him.
at advantage.
Yeah. And you roll the exact same thing.
All right, let's see if
That's
this
why I just did that two times in a row. I rolled the same number 2 times in a row.
this
I
a
made
second
you a wiener dog.
I think roll 20.
second attack high.
Yeah, I was just saying. I think their random numbers need to be a little bit more random.
All right, so 14 and 12.
14 and 12. Oh, 12 damage for the second one?
Yep.
Okay, you see it dies while Luther's kind of like holding it out in front of him. Like, it's just like, Luther, you see him, he just kind of like goes limp in your arms.
And
he's
I
like-
will,
He's got the fish man, and the fish man's just like,
Yeah.
I'm caught.
I'll send Sebastian down there next to, or yeah, kind of next to Luther in this
And the,
like
and the,
spot
and the
below him,
I would say the
so they
longbow,
can.
the longbow shots came so quick, Luther, you might be like, Luther might think he's asleep. Might think the fish man's asleep. Oh, he's
So
just
they can
tired.
kind of.
Oh, poor fishy's sleepy.
So they can kind of choke that hallway up.
All right,
Well, I could. Go ahead.
go ahead. Gabor, you were saying something?
Oh, for me, if I see them, I'm gonna just pull them closer to all of. Basically, the fighters can be in one spot. I'll just pull them closer right into the middle, so it's like throwing fish into a meat grinder.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you don't see any from where you're at, but
Mm.
all right. Sorry, Garnet, you were doing what now? You put Sebastian down there, I see.
Next to Luther, so they can kind of choke the hallway.
Okay, yeah, they're definitely gonna have advantage on anything that they do as far as like trying to keep people from pushing through. All right, Tharja, what are you gonna do?
I come out and say, "What the heck was that?" After
This-
shutting the door.
When you look down at the other end of the thing, you see Sebastian kind of blocking the door and Luther kind of blocking the door, but just because Luther's big. And you see Luther kind of just holding this little, like, limp, dead fishman body.
I say, "Oh, Luther, you got me a fish?
Fish for dinner?
Fish for dinner?
Luther,
You must try it."
Zach's having trouble staying awake.
I am too.
It was my birthday last night for Zach too. That's what we don't know.
I'm gonna go right here, Brian.
He went to the strip club for me. So.
Oh, Luther, do you have a good time?
Nah. I was
I'll
too
end
busy
I'll end
making
the
wiener
camera
dogs
there
for
so
Brian.
Luther can
That's
do
cool.
stuff.
You got to send it through the mail. I don't think it'll make it, but you know. One paper cut and it's all over, you know.
Here, I'll send you my voter registration too.
What?
Okay, so Tharja, you're just moving up to where the Sahuagin is, the dead fish
Yep.
man. Are you gonna drop him on the floor, Luther, or are you just gonna kind of like keep holding him?
Luther's gonna let him slide forward and grab him by his tail, like an improvised weapon now.
Yeah.
I don't know if they have tails.
We'll find it. One of his legs.
Find
by
one of
leg.
his legs.
Maybe it doesn't have a leg.
Yeah, by its leg. Okay, yeah. Oh, they do. They definitely do have tails. Yep, they do. I thought they did, but I wasn't sure. You know, like I was like, do they just have like no tail? But yeah, they have tails. So you grab him by the tail, and he's like kind of hanging down. And Tharja, you move up. Luther, you have this thing by the tail. What are you gonna do with this thing by the tail?
I'm gonna Luther's gonna walk in the next room over while holding
I
it
moved the
up.
wrong Sahuagin. Hang on, let me put him back in here. Let me put him out here. There we go. Just so you know.
So I've got the dead one in my hand, right?
Yeah, I put the wrong guy out there.
All right. So Lucius gonna walk into the next room over, and he's gonna have like hold the dead one like this. Go fish, fish.
Fresh fish.
Just dangle it in front of them.
Yeah, that's what he's gonna do.
What
And
do
then
you,
he's gonna. I'm sorry. I
no,
didn't
I
mean to
was
cut you
waiting. Go ahead.
off. And then kind of like a just because it's such a stupid action, they don't. They I want to like fresh fish and then fling it at him. I don't care if I hit. I just want to for the theatrics of being silly.
Fresh fish.
Whee! Sorry, Brian.
All right. So where are you throwing him? Are you throwing him in there? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah,
Okay, like
Yeah.
just like kind of against the back wall or whatever.
yeah.
All right, roll me an intimidation check.
Ooh, that one.
At advantage. Okay, there we go. Never mind, not at advantage because it's a nat 20. It's a 24 intimidation. You hear a bunch of that guttural like fish, like then and you don't know what's going on, but you think they're probably not happy with the things. Let's see this one here. Here we'll just do this. We're gonna go like that. Not an advantage.
I have something spicy I need to go grab. It's gonna assist in keeping me awake.
Okay.
I am gonna still be listening through mobile.
Okay. All right. All right. And Gabor.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go back into the hallway. And just wait to see. Do I look down? Do I see any Sahagin down the hall in that room? On the other side of Luther?
No, you see a doorway, but you don't see any Sahuagin other than the dead one, and you can barely see that because there's a lot of people in the way,
Yeah, I just have to see a bit. I could drag a Sahagin somewhere. But well, I guess I might as well check this other door.
Okay, the door to your west.
Well, as soon as I can figure out how to get out of it.
Can you click on your token or no? Can you click on your token or no?
Yeah, I clicked on my token.
Okay, now you can use the arrow key to go up and left. There you go. All right. You gonna open that door?
Yeah.
All right. Hold on. Okay. So in that door, you see a bunch of beds. It looks like it was once a living area for like the the temple acolytes.
Okay.
You see a number of bunks and a pair of tables. Um, oops, hang on one second. Yeah, a number of bunks, pair of tables. uh, you can see what appear to be like 4 crossbow bolts hanging motionless in the water in front of you.
Okay, I'm gonna quietly shut the door.
Okay. Okay. So you're not going in there?
No. Focus on one thing at a time.
All right. Kaya.
Playing it safe.
All right. Gavor, you're just going to kind of wait there, though?
Yeah.
All right. Kaya, you don't see anything coming down the hall. Are you going to stay in the spot you're in for now?
I'm gonna move over to Tharja, Lucer, and Sebastian.
Okay. Are you going to move over, like, between them, or are you going to move over, like, behind Tharja?
Just behind Tharja for now.
Okay.
I'm thinking that if the creatures are coming that way, maybe the people we're here to rescue could be that way. Could be that way too.
It's a good thought.
Really good thought.
What about Garnet? Was Garnet? Yeah, Garnet, you're still here. So Garnet.
Um,
Is Garnet
I'm
going
gonna
to do
stay
anything?
where I'm gonna stay where I am for now.
What about Sebastian?
He'll stay where he is for now too.
Okay. Tharj, are you going to do anything?
I'm gonna go up more right next to Luther. And I'm going to stay where I'm at.
Luther just goes, I got slimy fish hands. What do you see?
Ugh.
Okay, you hear one of the fishmen saying something strange. It's all strange to you, but Luther, you're up.
Go in there, Luther.
Go in there, Luther.
Actually, that's what Luther's gonna do, because not there. Trying to click my token, and I'm grabbing Sebastian. Sorry, Alright, I'm gonna need a little help here.
Getting in there. All right. How about? Oh,
Yeah.
how about there? Oh, hang on.
Got it. I shut that.
Now it looks like Luther's dead. Okay, there you are, Luther.
Luther's gonna walk around here. And now he's gonna sing a little.
Okay,
Ditty just to
as you go around that corner,
Yes.
hang on, I do 2 more, 3 more.
Holy shit.
Oh no, Luther!
Okay, it looks like only one of them is going to hit Luther.
Holy wackadoodle.
Whack-a-noodle?
Wackadoodle.
All right, so one of them hits you, Luther, for 6 piercing damage with a spear. That wasn't six attacks, by the way. That was 3 attacks at advantage. I just didn't click advantage.
Like that.
Okay.
Luckily,
So you
Luther's
said,
armor class is 17, so the 2 16s missed.
So how much did I take? I didn't.
6
I didn't
damage.
Thank you very much. It did not register mentally, so I needed to ask again. I apologize.
Um, this is set up as like you can tell it's set up as some sort of makeshift barracks.
Ah,
All
okay.
right. So what's Luther gonna do
Um,
after he
real
comes
quick.
around the corner and they try to use him as a pincushion?
Now Luther's gonna rage.
Oh boy.
He's like, "Yeah,
X-Men.
you stinky fish, man."
Okay, so Luther rages. Let's do his
And
little aura thing.
yes.
Okay, two of them are in your aura. Would you like to nail one of them with the Sparky thingy?
Yes, please.
Time to have a shocking good
Wait,
time.
it made the save, so it doesn't take any damage, right? That's how that works, right?
I think I clicked the wrong one.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh,
It's
no,
gonna
that
be
was the
the
correct
it's gonna be the C whatever it says, C aura. It's something.
Yeah, it's the storm aura. I got it.
Yeah.
I clicked the right one.
No.
Oh,
There you go. C aura. See? C aura. Storm aura, C aura. There you go. So the target must make a dex saving throw. Half as much off. Okay, so it does. So it made the save. So go ahead and roll the damage. You are. What level are you?
I am. I believe 7.
Yeah.
7.
Okay. So it still only takes two. It still only takes a d6 right now. So go ahead and roll d6. 1d6. And then which one do you want to take the damage? Top or bottom?
Let's say top.
Top guy. Okay. So he made the save, so only takes
I
half.
don't know how much
Only
longer I'll be
takes
able
half
to
of
keep
that.
playing, guys. My phone's about to die.
Uh oh. Oh no. Okay. All right,
Real
Luther.
quick. One side thing. If you see me nod off even slightly again, say penalty, and I will have to start pedaling on this thing for a few seconds.
All right. So what's he gonna? He's raging. Are you gonna go in and attack or?
Oh, definitely. Oh. Criminy, I can't believe I forgot this. Come on. I'm trying to open my character sheet wider so I can grab stuff faster.
Yeah, I'm not sure how well that works in the Roll20 activity thing.
I'm still learning. It's a learning process.
I know. I don't use the Roll20 activity for players. It's a pretty decent, but for GMs, you lose a lot of real estate in there. So unless I had a humongous screen, I'm not going to do that.
Oh, I've got an entire TV. This is like a 4 by 6 foot TV. So
Yeah, that would be okay for me, I guess. I can make everything small enough to fit on there, probably. I mean, that's probably what I got now. I probably got about, I don't know, about 22 inches high by 5 feet long of screens.
right
I got 3
now,
screens, so.
I made a small boo boo my last turn, but something I need to start learning to use whenever I enter my rage is called instinctive pounce. I'm discussing it now so that way I can try and cement it better in my brain.
So is that what you're gonna do right now?
Well, I can't because I can only take this whenever I start it on the entering of my rage.
Yeah, you just
But
you just now entered your rage. You just now
oh
raged for the first time.
yeah, it says as part of the bonus action you take enter your rage. I can move up to my half speed.
Right.
Basically, it's like getting froggy and just jumping in there to start fighting.
Right. So do you want to do
Uh,
that?
yeah, half
Okay.
my speed is 20, so that's the 8 squares, 5 apiece, correct?
Yeah. You got enough movement you can get there either way, but
Right, but this is
this is as part of the
movement.
bonus action. You can move up to half your speed. So that means that basically just gives you an extra 20 movement if you wanted it.
Yeah, without actually having. If I'm understanding this right, please correct me.
So
Um,
you could actually even like from where you were, you could actually have went in there up to that's 20 feet there, and then you could go all the way back, and you'd still not use any of the bonus movement. But this is more like as you get in there, you move up like 10 feet, and then you just kind of like jump toward them, kind of thing. You know, like
yeah, and now that I'm like right in there on them, I'm gonna. Do I have attacks still, or is that
yeah,
did
yeah. You haven't done
okay?
anything yet except for rage.
All right, I'm gonna start swinging at the one on top.
Okay. Nice. Nat 20.
All right, way to go.
So what you can do
Well,
also uh, because of how there's certain things in here. So is it cleave? Well, that's the 2024 cleave, but that'll work too. But that's only if you have the weapon mastery. So I was looking for hold on options, combat options. There we are.
It'd be funny, off with their heads, all three.
Combat options, action options. So you should be able to go ahead and roll me a d20 though for Luther for his uh, crit, and it's with your axe, correct?
mm-hmm.
So you got a 12, so that's deep slice. So you're gonna roll your crit damage twice, and the creature will be bleeding. But I don't think the creature will be mattering if it's bleeding because I think it's dead.
I don't know how to roll my crit damage.
So you just where it says demonic great axe there under the 27,
Yeah.
you just click on that and it'll roll it automatically for you. There you go, and then you just roll it again. And that's how much it would do damage-wise
Okay.
from that roll. And needless to say, he goes down. But if you make another attack roll,
Yeah.
you can cleave through to a bigger to another enemy.
Oh, definitely.
And
Now
any
he's just
basically any damage he didn't take would be taken by the next enemy. So it would be, so what is it? 5. What is the 1? Why is there a 1 there? Yeah.
I don't
Okay.
know.
So your slashing damage is wrong because it's not rolling the amount of slashing damage that it should. So I don't know why that it's not rolling the right damage, but for some reason you've got something weird set up. Your slashing damage
Great axe is
your
2d6.
I know what a great axe is. What I was going to explain
Well, it's,
here before everybody interrupts me is that it's rolling 1 and adding your strength bonus. It's not rolling 1d whatever or 2d whatever. It's rolling 1, period. So, hold on one second. Because the damage is reading as 1 for some reason. I don't know why.
Oh,
But
there it
it's
is.
not rolling that, but okay.
So he was using a Nerf hatchet.
What is the? Do you remember what the demonic Great Axe plus is?
I
Plus
believe
one.
this
There
was
it is. Plus one. Okay. Here we go. Let's try that again. And it still rolled one. Why? What the actual hell? Let's try this again. There we go. See where it says 6 plus 7? Now, it still rolled 2 ones for the first roll, but it rolled a 4 and a 3 for the second roll.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we forgot the magic bonus. Hold on. Jeez Louise. Things about irritating. There we go. So it should have looked like that. Something like that,
Right.
anyway. And that's okay. So it actually should have looked like this. There we go.
Okay. So that bottom box is the one I need to add all together, correct?
What?
The bottom box is the one I should add all together.
I don't know what you're asking. All those boxes should be added together, but not like all the boxes I just rolled. I'm saying that the 2 plus the 10 plus the 6 plus the 5 plus the 6 should all be added together. So all three of those boxes should all be added together. And then it would have been like that again, minus the 2 for the rage, because the rage wouldn't count on the second roll. But then it'd be a 10 plus 11 plus a 7 plus a 7. So that would be the amount. So
So those two.
now it's actually rolling damage, because otherwise it wasn't rolling anything. It was just being told to roll a 1.
That's kind of.
That means you were doing
bizarre.
1 damage every time for I don't know how long. 1 damage plus your 5 for your 4 strength, which was 5 damage total, plus your fire damage. But okay, so 16, 5 and 6 is 11, so 27, 28, 29, and then 22 plus 14 is 34, 36, so 36 and 29, whatever that is.
Does that mean the Sahag is instantly cooked?
Oh yeah, he's dead.
65.
65, okay, so... Okay, minus 22. Okay, so you have 2 enemies that you can cleave through there. I was looking for that cleave rule from the combat options. Is it combat options? Combat options, combat options? Or is it combat options, action options? I don't know. Give me 1 second. Climb onto a bigger creature, mark, overrun, shove aside, cleaving through creatures. If your player characters regularly fight hordes of lower level monsters, consider using this optional rule. When a melee attack reduces an undamaged creature to 0 hit points, any excess damage from that attack might carry over to another creature nearby. The attacker targets another creature within reach, and if the original attack roll could hit it, applies any remaining damage to it. Okay, so the nat 20 would definitely hit. And so it applies to this one, doing another 22 damage. And that one dies. And it would apply to this one, doing another 21 damage. And it looks very weak and on the floor. Well, it doesn't look very weak and on the floor, but it looks very weak.
I think it just gave up hope and like.
It's kind of like holding its spear up and its hand like, no more, no more. You know, like. So that's it for Luther, I'm sure, right? Oh wait, actually that doesn't have to be it for Luther, because Luther does have a second attack.
Oh, this is so tempting just to finish it off, but what do y'all think I should do?
Attack.
Attack. Look at Barge is ruthless, right?
Oh, I'm very loop.
I don't usually roll good, but when I love that when I do get a good roll like this, it's something cool. Um,
You do know that if you leave this Sahuagin to its own devices, it will try to attack you or escape, or attack you and escape.
Target reinforcements. So
Yep. So
Luther goes, I guess I'll let you go. Psych.
all right. So roll that attack roll. There you go. Another good roll. Okay, now roll damage and see if it works right.
Should I try to roll the damage from the character sheet or the purple block?
The purple block. There we go. See the 11 slashing damage. Now if you mouse over where it says 11 slashing, it shows that you rolled 3 and 3 because you rolled 2d6. So you rolled the 3 on one d6, a 3 on the other d6. You add your strength bonus of 4 and plus 1 from the axe for magic, and that's the total of 11 there.
Nice.
And then you did a 3 and a 1 on the fire damage. But yeah, so anyway, so he's dead too.
Man, Luther hugged all the enemies.
You told him to kill him.
It was Luther's turn to kill them all.
Yeah, didn't you
he's
guys
already-
wipe them out last session before?
Last time it was me, this time it's you. Who's next?
You.
I mean, you could have left them
No.
alive because, you know, like, they probably would have forgot everything in 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Isn't that like goldfish? They forget everything in 3 minutes?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, that's it for Luther. Gavor, you hear some, you know, cries of anguish and pain down the hallway that are decidedly not Luther's. But you do hear some like raging yells that sound like it could have been Luther, as well as like you heard like the arc of lightning that is familiar with when Luther's raging.
That sounds like Luther's having fun.
Are you gonna do anything?
Was the fish folk around? I think he's got it in the bag. I could just relax right there.
All right, Ki, are you gonna do anything?
Is it safe yet to go near Luther?
It's safe enough for you, because Luther knows
Okay.
you.
Okay, so I'm gonna get close enough to use my healing words to heal what little damage they dealt to him at the beginning.
Okay, so you're gonna go in here and kind of like peek around the corner and be like, you know, I'm gonna healing word you from over here somewhere. Oh, you moved. But yeah, Luther's in this room up here, so. Yeah, you do. Okay, there.
Sorry, my computer's acting up right now.
Oh, okay, here, I'll just move you in there. Oh, maybe I can't move you
You're
in
not
there.
the only one that has the computer acting up. Mine is too.
There we go. And we'll just kind of put you there. And you can healing word from right there. Because it's a ranged spell. You can just cast it off your sheet. Off the, like where your, like where your moonfire and all that is too. Your moonfire comment, I mean. Should be able to anyway.
What level should I cast it at?
Probably just the first one. Probably just one.
Yeah,
first
Luther-
Yeah, it
level
looks like
one,
he
'cause
probably
Luther didn't
barely
really
has a
get hurt
scratch.
that bad. He only had like 6 damage done to him. So I would say first or second.
Yeah, I've only got. Let's see. Sit.
It's only a muse.
All right, you healed 3, Luther. And is that it for Kaya? Or Kaya?
Yes.
Luther turns around. Thank you.
All right, Garnet.
He's sleeping.
Garnet, you there? Did John fall asleep on us?
Yes.
Here, I'm here. I was asleep.
Newport News. Walla Walla,
Where
Washington.
are we? What are we doing?
Garnet fell asleep in the hallway. He heard Luther. The sounds of destruction made Garnet lull to sleep. Anyway, okay.
Luther took them all
that
out.
sounds like
Yeah,
Garnet.
Luther took him out. Yep.
Okay. Then I will head in through these double doors that disappeared.
Those ones?
Yep.
All right, is Sebastian going with you?
Yeah, I'll call him back up over here this way.
Yeah, put him there. All right, so you guys head north through the double doors into the library. Is that what you're saying?
Yep.
You want me to put you in there?
Yeah, please.
All right. Like I said, basically ruined, tattered books. Not much, not a lot even. Just remnants of them, and a staircase.
Okay.
Staircase.
I think it's
going
right.
up.
Yep. The next place we have to go is try up. It looks like the other directions are all dead ends, except for the one door over there in that bedroom.
The one that I just cracked open and shut, I did not fully explore it.
Luther, as you're cleaning
Unless there's a secret door somewhere.
Sahuagin fish ichor off of yourself and the axe, now that you've just like cloven through them like a hot knife through butter.
Ugh.
You are gonna want to make me a perception check.
Luther sees nothing.
You see a 12.
Actually, Luther, on the northwest side of the room, you actually see there is what looks like a secret door, not very well hidden. And when you open it, you see what looks like a small storage closet.
Woohoo! Luther finds stuff.
And while you're thinking about what you're going to do with the storage closet, are you going to go upstairs, Garnet?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about doing.
Okay. We will
Wait for
move
me,
you
Garnet.
upstairs. Top of the
Storage
stairs there.
closet. Luther's sitting there going,
And Tharja?
fish fry.
I'm gonna be going with Garnet to keep him safe. Stupid.
Okay, we'll put you there. All right. And okay, so Luther,
Must keep you safe.
are you going to open the storage closet?
Yes, Luther wants to check the fish people first.
Like check them over, like see what they got on them.
Yeah.
They basically are all like none of them have any kind of armor. They just have their natural armor. Like they're kind of like scaly and got hardened, natural armor. But they do seem to all have spears. They all are carrying spears. And the one closest, there's one that's kind of a little bit closer to you there on the bottom. He is carrying 2 crossbow bolts. And they are +1.
Luther goes, ooh. Puts those in his pocket.
Who would shoot cost bolts?
Okay, how are you gonna open the door? Just like pull it open, or
He's gonna kind of tentatively, kind of like, try to handle.
okay? Okay, yeah. So there's a little like a little flip up latch handle type thing, um,
Yeah.
like a loop, you know. So you pull onto the handle and you notice that inside there is a small treasure trove. There are 50 gold pieces, 123 silver pieces, a silver jewelry box that is valued at about 40 gold pieces, and 2 suits of ceremonial chainmail dedicated. Oop, hang on. I don't know what happened there. Let's see if this works again. There we go. 2 suits of ceremonial chainmail dedicated to the god Valkyr. Um, they are +1.
Do you know what they? Nah, I'll mess with that later. I was gonna do a quick comparison to what I'm wearing to what that is, but
Do you have armor on? I'll say you
yeah,
probably.
I've
Okay.
got I got a half plate on.
Yeah. I mean, realistically, depending on what it is, since barbarians get unarmored defense, you probably wouldn't get much regardless. And the chainmail
Yeah,
probably wouldn't give you the half plate would definitely be better than the chainmail most likely,
yeah, that's why I was like, eh.
but we can figure that out.
Or we
Chainmail
could
would be
sell
later.
it for later
16.
too.
Yeah, chainmail would be 16, and so it'd be 17 is what you'd be at. So it'd be the same armor class with but it is also dedicated to your
Well,
deity. So
yeah, that's kind of why I was trying to like.
but if it would also take you a little bit to get out of the armor that you're in and put the new armor on if you were going to do that.
Yeah, I'll do that later.
Okay.
I am, and I'm probably just gonna give everybody else the rest of what I just found, minus the jewelry box.
Yeah.
The gold and silver. I'll give the party. Uh, I'd keep the ceremonial chainmail for myself. One set anyway.
Yeah.
And I'd open the jewelry box just to look at it, but I'll do that way later.
Okay. You guys finished searching the that floor? Yes. Or are you guys gonna just go upstairs like the rest of you? Like I know Tharja and Sebastian and Garnet are going upstairs. Are the rest of you gonna go upstairs also?
Are there any other doors that we haven't searched yet
Just
for
the
the
one
monster door?
that
There's one door to the south that hasn't really been. Oh no, actually that has been searched. There's
Yeah.
one door to the west that Gavor had opened and looked in, and that room hasn't been searched that well. But other than that, no, not really.
Really thought if we followed the creatures, we'd find the people.
Yeah, nope. You don't. You see, it, basically there was a dead end and a secret door under what appeared to be like under the like or behind the other staircase or whatever kind of thing. So
Okay, I guess I'll
So-
catch up with the others then.
okay. If they're heading up, I'm gonna go join them.
okay, so
Uh,
you
never
go up-
split the party.
First.
do what now? What was that, Ashley?
Or Gabor can search the room first.
He said he was going to catch up with you guys. So we'll put
Okay.
Kaya first. We're going to put
Hey,
Luther in
Jess?
back because he's. Gabor, you'd be ahead probably, and then Luther here. All right, so let me put you guys up according to how I think you guys would be. You guys crest the top of the stairs.
Oh.
Here, let me put there. The stairs are kind of cramped with all you guys there, but Um, ah,
Much better.
okay. As you guys reach the top of the stairs, you notice that there's a large glass dome above your heads. Or maybe it's not a glass dome. Maybe it's just actually some sort of air bubble. Uh, it seems to be the quarters of a high priest. The top 8 feet of the dome has been converted to an air chamber. You see 4 men weakened, and they're lying atop a pile of rubble to the southeast. So here would be the commoners. Commoner. Where you at, commoner? There you are. So you see 4 people over here on this pile of rubble.
Okay.
And the pile of rubble is like not just rubble, but like sea plants and coral and rubble and vegetation, like that kind of thing. The the guys look like weakened, and you can tell that these are Orion's men. They're wearing like similar clothing to his crew. They're not wearing their diving suits, obviously, because their diving suits were the ones that were in that one room. But when you get in there, you also see a big throne in there. So
So were those the ones we were looking for? The ones we just found in the rubble?
yeah, those are the guys that they're sitting there. They look like they're in a weakened state, but they're kind of like, oh, thank you, like, and they're definitely, not in good shape, but they're as happy to see you as they can be, and then they get ready to like say something, but it doesn't exactly come out. Like, it doesn't come out like a great, like a good way to, like, like they because they're beat up. You know what I'm saying? They're like they've been weakened and beaten on, and maybe their energy absorbed too some way. So yeah.
Am I able to heal them at all?
You could try, yeah. You want to go up there and try?
Well, can I when it's not my turn yet?
Uh, we're kind of out of combat order, but if everybody else is willing to have Kaya go up there and try to heal him, like to make him better.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. I was going to
That's fine
suggest
for-
that.
Fine with me.
It's
Okay.
either that or I'll use a healing dice.
So which one do you want to go up to? And Gavor, you could do something too, but
Okay.
Don't I have a healing spell that allows me to heal multiples at once?
I believe you do have mass healing word
Yeah.
or mass healing word, I think. Okay, hold on 1 second. Okay,
It's the highest level I can cast it on.
I believe 4th level. So it's probably a 4th level spell, and you probably cast that at 4th level. Okay, I am going to remind you guys that you guys got something from Captain Orion. I don't know if you remember that you got something from him, but you did.
What we gonna remind us what it is, or do we have to remember?
Uh, I'm trying to encourage you to remember. That's why I'm reminding you that you got something to begin with.
I'm trying to remember.
I'm trying to see if we put it in party treasure or not.
Okay, so mass healing word. They're all feeling a little bit better. They're all feeling a little bit more, up to snuff. And actually, what I want to do for these guys is I want to do guard. I think is what I want. Let's see what is guard. Guard.
But I'm not even sure where our
Soldier.
party treasure is.
You should be able to look it up under party treasure. Like you should be able to look up, like the word party treasure, and it should.
It's under the drop down of handouts.
Yeah, nope, they're not. They're guards. Okay.
Is it empty for everybody or just me? Like I pull it up, but it doesn't say nothing.
Do what now?
Party treasure.
Yeah, what about it?
It's empty.
It's empty.
And I can only assume you emptied it.
We have no party treasure.
So you don't have any party treasure now, is what you're saying?
That's what it looks like.
It was probably given out to people, I guess, maybe? Yeah, it's empty. I'm not sure why it would be empty.
We have no party treasure.
Unless you give it out to everybody.
No, there was a bunch of it that bunch of it was handed out, but I know some of it was put back into.
All right. Well,
in my notes, I've only kept track of all the loot.
all right. So I will give you guys give yourselves history or give yourselves a history check. This is just all about recall.
Okay. Oh, I got a 1.
I got 13.
I mean, I got a 5, but I rolled 2 1s.
Snake eyes.
Ouch.
All right, I will try to heal up somebody too.
Serafina did good.
No, I pressed investigation by mistake because of my stupid computer acting up.
Oh.
And mine says 13 plus 1, which is critical.
Ugh.
No, 30.
Snake eyes for history.
The plus 1 is for guidance. It don't matter. But
Oh. Okay.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
there are no real crit fails, crit whatever on ability checks. There's no critical.
I'm gonna
anything
use my
on ability
inspiration to try really try to remember.
checks. All right, what did everybody roll? Ashley got a 13. There you go. Kaya, you got a 19. I
No,
think,
no,
the-
No,
I
it's
think
for
the reason.
investigations, I got a 1 for this.
Oh yeah, yeah. So what is your? Well, yeah, but you rolled a nat 20, so it doesn't matter. So what is your? What is your history? -1 also? Yeah. So yeah. So it'd still be a 19. Um. So it's no surprise Kaya remembers it better than everyone else because she got here after everyone else, right? So so she remembers that Orion had given you guys some sort of wand.
Oh, Wonder.
No.
No.
Now James is just
No.
making
Wonder.
stuff up. He's like, hey, you know, it'd be really nice right now is a wand of wonder.
I wonder about that wand.
I wonder if I have one. So
Mm.
no.
If I wait this
He
wand,
gave you
will
a
it give me some
wand.
Wonder Bread?
Yeah, he gave you a wand that was. Hold on one second. Gosh, dang it.
I was gonna say that's a pretty big man.
There we go. He gave you a wand that was that he said to use on elementals. Anybody remembering any?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe maybe sorta.
Yeah, I think I'm not sure who has that one.
Nobody probably went in party treasure.
It was-
Nobody's been keeping party treasure.
Yeah, or Joe took all the party treasure because he took all your stuff. I don't know.
That's right. He was keeping track of it.
But anyways, let's see. I don't know if the wand is in here under by name, but it was
Bless you.
a wand, or it might have not been a wand. It might have been a ring. Let me double check just to be sure. No, it was definitely a wand because he was the one that he was using it earlier on.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The captain was. But yeah, so it's a wand of like elemental command or something along those lines. At any rate, okay, so all the guards are looking
Bless you.
better and feeling better. Are you guys going to go and unchain them?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Garnet and
I'm so sorry, everybody.
Gavor.
You're fine.
Sorry, what was that? Oh, bless you. Is that what
Yeah,
you're...
sorry, everybody.
Oh, you're fine. All right, and then Luther. Garnet, are you gonna have Sebastian help you?
I suppose you can. I'm just gonna pick the locks.
Okay, all right. All right.
Pick the locks or use a very sharp, dangerous axe to smash it off.
Okay. As soon as you guys get over there, you see the water swirling between you guys and where Sebastian and Tharja are. And suddenly, you see a large water elemental in the center of the room. And then you see what appears to be, from behind the throne, out pops the sea witch, as opposed to the sandwich. And we will I think we'll just we'll stop there, and we'll remember we're fighting the sea witch and the water elemental, and you guys will start from there next time we get together. I know
Yep,
we're
and we'll
cutting
have
out
to do
early,
the
but I
initiative.
got my buddies, my brother's gonna be trying to get me to go to lunch and stuff. So for my birthday, so take me to go to lunch and all that kind of thing. So
Oh yes. Happy birthday to you. You smell like a zoo.
birthday to
thank you.
Happy birthday,
I smell
Brian.
like a zoo. All right. And
One, three.
so I didn't do any of the intro monologue thing that I was supposed to, but you know, it's okay. So, anyways, this was supposed to be the finale for this part, and then we'll see where we're going from here. But let's see what happens when you guys fight these two things: the sea witch. What is her name? Drelevlin. Drelevlin and this water elemental.
All right. I added the longsword to the
Party treasure.
party treasure. You want to add that stuff that was in the cubby, Zach?
Yeah, let me grab it. Let me write it down real quick.
You could
'Cause,
just copy and paste.
Yeah,
Oh.
copy and paste it into the party treasure. That's what I did with the longsword.
Well, it also works better if you have one person keeping track of the party treasure, but then a lot of times if people don't look at it, then they don't like realize what's in there, and then they forget and such. But at any rate, we will catch you in 2 weeks for Grim Harvest finale of this water battle in the Sea Witch's lair, and we will be back tomorrow evening, I believe, for In Deep and Water
Yeah.
Deep. I believe Joe's set up for In Deep and Water Deep. And then we'll be back again on Sunday at noon for No Good Deed, the next session of No Good Deed.
Ooh.
And
Woo!
until we see you again, may all your actions
All
surge.
your actions surge.
Gather round, adventurers bold in the realm where tales unfold. The podcast of heroes, a quest divine, where imagination takes flight. Let's combine. Roll the dice, let the story begin. Monsters and magic, the battles within. From dragons to dungeons, a thrilling ride. Action Surge podcast where legends collide. Action Surge, it's time to embark on a podcast journey where dungeons spark. Venture forth with the warriors true in the world of D&D. We welcome you. Action Surge, it's time to embark on a podcast journey where dungeons spark. Venture forth with the warriors true in the world of D&D. We welcome you.
This real quick. Okay, so guys, if you're still in here watching, I'm gonna see if we can raid somebody here. 1 second. Let's
Yep.
see who can we raid on Twitch.
Ooh.
Can't raid Mindara because she's not actually on. Evan Blair. Let's go raid him because let's see. How do I do this? It's /raid Evan Blair art, because Evan Blair does some awesome D&D type art. So let's do that. Oh no! Okay, hold on 1 second. I gotta having problems.
My phone's overheating. I gotta go.
Alrighty.
All right.
Happy birthday, Brian.
Thank you.
I
Action
gotta
Surge
head in.
5D.
I gotta head out and plug my phone in too.
Alright, have a
Alright.
good one. We're trying to raid Evan Blair art.
Yep. I'm still here to help raid. We need to plunder that booty.
Plunder that booty. Oh, be lordy. We need to plunder that booty after she's a marrow too. She's sexy. She's got a fish-faced,
Ooh.
long-tailed fish-faced thing. All right, so hold on 1 second. Apparently, you know, the Streamlabs booted me because it likes to do that. So,
I just discovered that some of our party loot has been dispersed from the section as like little
All right, there we go.
Little-
Now let's try this again.
There's little
Oh.
notes to the side.
We got a Klingon here. Let me get rid of this person.
I'm trying to figure out how.
I got it.
Okay.
Let's try
I
it.
keep
Okay.
on forgetting
Evan
how
Lair
to
Art.
click it.
Okay. And 9, 8. I can't hit raid now for some reason. I'm trying to raid you, Evan. And raid now.